Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Ampanaza Amalia and you can call me Rosa. I'm from 12 Science 2, Absen number 5. In this video, I will review the Scarlet Body Care series and I will explain the step or steps for using each product. Ta-da! Scarlet is a beauty care product consisting of body lotion, body and shower scrub, serum, face mist, and now I chose Jolly variant for review. Variant Jolly. The step for using Scarlet's body care start with the body serum. This can be seen from the barcode and the pump number. Barcode and the pump number. The body serum label contains the ingredients. This body serum contains ceramide, glutathione, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, glycolic acid, shea butter, and vitamin E. Okay, let's apply on hand. This body serum has a watery texture like a gel. With apply to hand, feel like strawberry. The smell of the serum is very unique, like a combination of coffee, pear, jasmine, and rose. The serum is light and absorbs quickly. After applying the serum, wait a few minutes until it dries. Okay, we wait a few minutes until it dries. Okay, next we use body lotion. Okay, body lotion. Okay, this lotion can be used in the morning, afternoon, or evening. Apply to hand after the body serum is dry. Nah, the texture of this body lotion is thick like lotion extra. Just apply a little on hand. So, wait, cast. Okay, it smells the same as body serum, but it's more sweet. As before, let's stand a few minutes until it dries. Okay, last step. Apply body cream after body serum and body lotion. Cream. Fragrance body cream is softer than serum or lotion. More than softer. The texture of the body cream is the densest of all, but still absorbs quickly. That's all for my Scarlet Body Care review. As for the body cream, I like body serum. I like the body serum the most because the texture is very light and watery. Okay, thank you for watching. See you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Natus Pitaningrum from class 12 Science 2 number 20. In this time, I will review a film called Mariposa. Mariposa by Lulu HF, which was the most popular a few years ago. But movies and books have a special place in my heart. That is, I really like everything. I won't tell you about some of the book series because there are two, namely Mariposa and Mariposa 2. I will only discuss the Mariposa film, which was released 3 years ago at the start of the pandemic. The film is a little unsatisfying for those who have only read the book because it lacks chemistry compared to watching the film. You can literally see the scans that convey the feeling. The story tells of a person who fights for his love for a frozen-hearted man. Mariposa book have always been popular and influential ever since Lulu HF decided to bring them to life through film. It's no wonder that this film is quite popular and many want to watch it because this film is played by Angga Yunanda and Adis Tizara as the main character. The journey of a teenage boy, Acha, who loves his school friend Iqbal. Iqbal's cold and Acha have to try harder to get Iqbal's attention. Acha, with her conquest attitude, makes every way to get close and get that attention. Since Olympiad is a place that turned out to be able to grow love in Iqbal's heart. Iqbal is like a butterfly case but not cooked, sounds like a cake press for this one film. The work of director Fajar Bustami brought together two actors who had successfully played in the film Two Blue Lines. Yep, that's true, Angga Yunanda and Adis Tizara. Both of them have successes in presenting characters that are able to make the audience laugh and the ridiculous behavior of Acha, Ted Bazara, and Iqbal, played by Angga Yunanda. Not just a spectacle of young people's love, but in the film concocted by Fajar Bustami, it features some education, such as the scene in the library when Acha and Iqbal fight. It further strengthens the character of both of them, who are indeed intelligent by being proven represent the school in competition at the national level. Emphasizing the smart kids approach, the simple thing is nitrogen meets hydrogen to become ammonia. Hydrogen meets oxygen to form water molecules. Sodium metal meets hydrofluoric acid to become sodium fluoride, said Acha in the argument. Don't forget the very tickling scenes, guaranteed you will laugh until you cry seeing the Dutch cheesecake skins. Apart from Mama Acha's Dutch cheesecake named Kirana, played by Elsa Mayori, it also attracted attentions. Looks funny and silly with the appreciations of a young child and really likes Korean things. Claims himself as a BTS fan army. This film does not make me weep bitterly with Acha's struggle because it is common among teenagers to have one side of love. The existence of a demand from parents to children is also a normal thing to be focused to follow the wishes of parents as well. But this film is able to provide education to parents, with Kirana's parenting style towards Acha, which is very much different from Papa's parenting style towards Iqbal. Then the response that the child will show will be very much different. As for how the ending of this film will be, can Acha and Iqbal auntie? Can you watch it yourself? Okay, that's enough enough for Mariposa's film review. Don't forget to watch it because people's opinions are different. But in my opinion, the film is quite good for teenagers who are in love. I say goodbye. If there is a mistake, I apologize. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Hello, my name is Kansa Ulaya Putri from class 12 Science 2 number 22, and in this occasion I would like to review a film titled Kiss and Anne. Kiss and Anne is an Indonesian film based on a novel which is also titled Kiss and Anne by Rintik Seduh, and rewritten in the form of a film script by Cassandra Masardi, Adi Nugroho, Ani Cetani, Bongki, and Mutia Kairunisa. This film was produced by MVP Entertainment with a duration of 105 minutes, directed by Rizky Balki and Hesti Saputra, and producer Ram Punjabi. This film was released on February 18, 2022 with the main players Hanggini and Junior Robert. This film tells about the love journey of two young people named Kiss and Anne. Anne is an independent and smart girl. He fell in love with a man named Kiss, a mysterious man. Their accidental meeting at the school fancy even brought various difficult problems ranging from family conflict to long-distance relationship. Starting from Kiss, who hid their relationship from his mother because his mother was very protective of him, until finally Kiss was forced to study in Berlin, Germany at his mother's request. Kiss and Anne's long-distance relationship begins. In the early phase of their long-distance relationship, everything seems fine. However, slowly their relationship becomes tenuous because Kiss often ignores Anne's message on the pretext of being busy. Kiss also broke his promise to return to Indonesia for Anne's birthday. When Anne was feeling confused and sad, the figure of Bayu was present, who strengthened her and accompanied her to get back up. 4 years have passed. Kiss returned to Indonesia after completing his studies and intends to return to Anne. The theme raised in this film is about the love story of teenager Kiss and Anne. This film also contains the theme of friendship that is so close. All of Anne's friends always support Anne's decision, and they are always there when Anne is sad or happy. They always cheer each other up. There are two main characters in this film. The first is Kiana Amanda, or Anne. She is a smart, independent person, doesn't talk much, always speaks plainly, and is patient. However, during the LDR scenes, Anne's character changes slightly. She looks spoiled and selfish. Both Gaza Cahyadi or Kiss are mysterious, smart, romantic, and also don't talk much. Kiss' character, who has a romantic and seductive attitude, actually makes the audience feel a little uncomfortable because of his slightly exaggerated attitude. There is a minor character, namely Bayu, who is kind, gentle, patient, loving, and always there for Anne. He was always there for Anne even when Anne was having a hard time. And Anne has 7 friends who are super talkative and have different characters, including Dina, Hana, April, Giska, Nata, Talita, and Alia. The characters of Anne's friends are so different from each other. They have their own characteristics. And there is Mrs. Sandra, Kiss' mother, who is super protective of her child, in contrast to Miss Manda, and mothers, who is supportive of her child. The plot used in this film is forward plot. This film tells a coherent story from beginning to end.
The language used by the main character of this film is easy to understand. They use non-standard language in communication with each other, like the use of flow and gue. There are many advantages that need to be reviewed in this film. First lies in the character of the main character, Giz, who is very romantic, smart, mysterious, which makes the audience so curious about his character. And character also attract attention because of her independence and intelligence. The friendship between Anne and her seven friends is very close. The cinematography and shooting of some of the scenes in this film are very good. However, there are many weaknesses in this film, starting from the plot that is too fast so that it makes the audience feel that there is something that has not been explained. This film getting more and more boring because the conflict areas are not strong enough. The acting of the players who are lacking in playing the characters in this film, as well as and friends who are too many, so it's hard to remember and recognize them all. There are some dialogues and scenes from Giz and Anne that I think are overdone. Overall, film Giz and Anne is very good and worth watching. This film recommended for adults and teenagers, especially those who are in a long-distance relationship. This film provides many lessons. In terms of the flow in this film, it is too fast, as if the writer wants to finish this film immediately. The scriptwriter of this film should have made a plot that was not easy to predict so that the storyline would not be boring and will develop from beginning to end. It's no wonder there are so many hanging questions in this film. The cast of this film also seem to lack depth in the characters they play, so that there are several scenes that should be the peak of the conflict, instead they look like meaningless scenes. The cast of this film, especially the main character, should understand the character they are going to play and try to bring out their best performance. Even though the ending is a little disappointing, I gave this film a 7 rating. That's all my review about this film Giz and Anne. I think it's enough and thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Nadia Bani, but you can call me Raya. My class is 12 Science 2 and my number is 23. In this video, I would like to review the game made in Indonesia. The game is A Space for the Unbound. A Space for the Unbound is an emotional and beautifully crafted narrative-driven adventure game developed by Mochikan Studio and published by Toge Production. Set in a small rural town of Indonesia in 90s, the game explores themes of family, friendship, love, loss, and supernatural occurrences. The game follows the story of Atma and Raya, two high school students who have been close friends since childhood. Atma is an imaginative and curious boy, while Raya is a responsible and caring girl. As they go through their daily lives, strange supernatural events begin to happen, and they discover that they have the ability to enter and manipulate their own memories and dreams. Using this power, they try to uncover the truth behind this event and solve the mysteries and that surround them. What makes space for the Unbound truly unique is its use as of astral projection, a form of out-of-the-body experience and central game mechanic. As players progress through the game, they gain the ability to leave their physical bodies and explore the ethereal realm, uncovering hidden secrets and solve puzzles that impossible to complete in physical worlds. The game's narrative is deeply emotional, exploring them of loss, trauma, and personal growth in mind that is both relatable and poignant. At its heart, A Space for the Unbound is a game about the power of human connection and the resilience of the human spirit. The game's visuals are stunning, with hand-drawn 2D backgrounds and that evoke a nostalgic feeling of simpler time. The characters are also lovely crafted with detailed expression and animation that bring them to life. The game's music is another highlight, with a beautiful and hearty soundtrack and perfectly complement the game's emotional themes. At the heart of the game is the deep and emotional storytelling that deals with themes of love, loss, and self-acceptance. The game's hand-drawn art style and nostalgic soundtrack create the dreamy and tranquil atmosphere that will transport players to a world of wonder and imagination. The game's use of Indonesian folklore and mythology also adds an additional layer of cultural depth and richness to the storytelling. A Space for the Unbound is a deeply moving and personal game that will leave you thinking about its theme long after you've finished playing. It must play for fans, narrative-driven games, and those who appreciate the game that explore complex emotional and relationship. Overall, A Space for the Unbound is a beautifully crafted by that will leave players with a sense of wonder and nostalgia. It's a game that remind us of the beauty of childhood, the magic of imagination, and the importance of staying true to ourselves. I think the game is very fresh because the game different with each other games that were released recently. The main difference is in the gameplay. It's just 2D view and just control your player to left or the right, not like 3D view. You can control your player to left, to right, backward or forward. Doesn't mean that game is bad, but it is unique in itself. Another uniqueness in the imaging style that apply pixel art technique. The namely technique that utilize image arrange such a ways become image. There no doubt this game is so good that it has an overwhelming positive rating on Steam. You can get this game on various platforms: PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows for 99,900 rupiah on Steam. This price is relatively cheap for an indie game released recently. Thank you for watching. Continue to support Indonesia products by buying Indonesian products. We are sorry if there are error, mistake. See you tomorrow. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.